What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today I have for you a video about me recreating my childhood favorite foods. And now before I start the video, I just want to say this intro is not the original intro. I had to redo it because the audio of the whole video is garbage. It's very, very quiet, and I'm not going to use it, and I'm just going to do a voiceover. So anyways, let's just get started. Alright, so the first food that we're going to make are some nachos, and I used to always use tortilla strips from Costco, but this time I couldn't take the trip to Costco since it's further away than it used to be because I moved. But anyways, the first thing is I usually put a layer of tortilla strips down, and then once I get the cheese, I'll put it on top. And actually, what's funny about this one is I had this cheese for a while, and so it started to get hard, and there's discoloration, and so I had to chop it off. But anyways, so we have a layer of cheese, and then we put some more tortilla strips on top, and then finally we add a last layer of cheese. Now, when I was younger, we used to have bags of shredded cheese or cheese that we just shred ourselves. And this time I just had to do it myself. And actually, this is kind of what it used to almost always look like. It was a little different because I usually had more cheese on it. But there would be bits and pieces where it's like boiled, so it gets hard and crunchy and kind of mushy, and it's just kind of gross. But on this next one, it's going to be 4 different types of cereal. But for this first clip, it's going to be wheat, mini wheats. And we used to always have fat-free dairy milk, and basically you just pour it in. Now I'm using very small portions just because I don't want to waste a lot of food, but you then pour the milk in and then you dunk all the cereal. That's how I did it when I was younger. Now this next one is, if I can, Egos. I'm trying to watch this and do it at the same time, but so we used to have Mrs. Butterworth's, and we used to have, I believe, home-style Egos, and we also used to have margarine. So that's what I have here, and I can't remember if it was always, I cannot believe it's not butter, or I can't believe it's not butter, or whatever it is. Anyways, when I put the margarine on the Eggo, it would be try to get as much as possible across the whole thing, not just in those little squares. And I used to just drown the Eggo with syrup, but I didn't really want to eat a whole bunch of syrup of Mrs. Butterworth's because I have a different type of syrup I use now. And I used to almost always cut the waffle in like halves. I would have it again, have it again, have it again. I don't know how many that is, but I would almost always do that. I could kind of show you there, but I ended up eating the rest of this waffle afterwards because it was so good. Now, the next one is going to be grilled cheese, tomato soup, and noodles. And I don't think a lot of people eat tomato soup with noodles, but we do. At least we used to. I still kind of do now, but it's totally different now. But anyways, so of course it's going to be margarine, and you just put it on one side of the bread, and then you do it for the other bread that you have. Just one side. I don't think that you guys may know how to make a grilled cheese, so I'm just going to help you there. So we used to always have American cheese, and it's disgusting. I hate American cheese now, and it's so rubbery and just awful. I mean, look at that tear. It was awful. You just put it on one piece of bread, and then with the other bread, you put it on top, and then you cook it. And actually, I didn't have the footage of making the tomato soup or the noodles because it's on my phone and I'm a little too lazy. But anyways, this is what it would look like. And I did a really darn good job on cooking this, and I didn't even really try to. And the tomato soup would be Campbell's, and we used to have Campbell's when I was a kid, and I think we still use them, but I use a different tomato soup. But the lady at Fred Meyer went to the back to see if she could find any tomato soup, and she said she couldn't. Anyways, I'm rambling on, and so this next one, this final favorite food of mine, apparently was my favorite, was homemade jelly with American cheese on bread. And I can tell you, I've tried it a few years back and I absolutely hate it. I actually recorded myself trying all these foods out, and so that would be in the next video, at least the next video in the series, I think. And I mean, look, it just flaps everywhere. That's not cheese. But anyways, so this one I just ended up folding it. I think that's kind of how I did it when I was younger. I'm not quite sure why. And guys, that would be all the foods that I used to eat when I was younger. I hope you liked it. All right, that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack that like button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll help me a lot. Before I go, I'm going to ask you, what are your favorite childhood foods? And if you're a kid right now, what are your favorite foods right now? Tell me in the comments below, guys. And that'll be it for today's video. I'll see you guys all next time. All right, hey guys, this is Edit Ryan, and you're just gonna have to stare at a black screen unless you already clicked off. But anyways, I just want to say a few things. I created a new intro actually. I don't really want to use the song that I'm using, but I have to get permission to use a different song. So I'm just gonna try this song for a little while until I can figure out if I want a different song. But to stop rambling, I just want to say that I hope you really like this video. It took me a lot of work and it took me a long time to do it, and just let me know in the comments below if you liked it. And my end screen, I realized I have a mistake on there, and I've been putting that on every video for the last I don't know how many years, and so it's wrong and I don't have it on here today. But just look for the next video because it'll be really awesome. Anyways, that'll be it for today's video. I'll talk to you guys all later. See ya.